Hello YouTube, welcome back to Flight Sim World. We're in Community Update 3 now, and today I am going to be taking this plane out, and we're going to be going into the Grand Canyon. So, first thing I need to do is switch on all the lights, and for it to do that. That actually looks kind of cool. I mean, the lighting on that looks cool. Again, we still, outside, we still don't have anything lighting up the ground. That's odd. Oh, hello. That's really odd. Okay. Well, anyway, we're taking out this little plane out in the Grand Canyon. What we're going to do in this episode, we're going to be doing a bit of a high pass over it, and in the next episode, we're going to jump into or dive into the canyon and see what we can find. So, right, let's get ourselves all sorted out here. First thing I need to do is make sure everything is okay. Right. Everything there is fine. Hello. Look at this. That's cool. This is the autopilot. I mean, I've never flown this plane before. It's pretty good quality. We're flying VFR. It's actually fairly good quality. I mean, that needs to obviously improve, but it's overall it's a decent quality. And what we're going to do is we're also going to make sure we tune in on the local. Or the first thing we want to also tune in is on here, 124.3, which is the ATIS for here. So 124.3. Let's see if we can hear anything.
Airport information. India. 1231. Zulu. Wind calm. Visibility greater than 20 miles. Sky condition. Few clouds at 0.
Few clouds at 0.
15. 2.5. QNH 1013.
1013. Okay.
Runway 3 engines. Landing and departing. Runway 3. VFR aircraft state direction and flight.
Where's my
All
QNH?
aircraft back hold short instructions. Advise controller on initial contact you have. India.
Yeah, that's fine. Alright. 1015 is what I'm looking for. Here it is. So 1015. There we go. We're sorted. I don't know what this is doing. I'll set that to be on ground right now. There we go. That's that. That's given us our correct height, I believe. I hope that's given us our correct height. And that's all we really need. Oh, actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to tune in a localizer. We're going to go for 113.1 if we can. Not that. That one. How do I change that one? Nope. Oh boy. Oh, the lights have gone off again. No, I don't like that. None of these are labeled either. No, 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 no. I do not like that. The altimeter is set incorrectly. To set the altimeter, press B. Well, didn't I just get a QNH of 1015? And that's now 957. That's not right. What I wanted to do was change this. How do I change that? Come on, I want to change that localizer. That's cool. Come on. I want to go for 10. Oh wait, it's push that, isn't it? 113.1 is what I want. There we go. That's Grand Canyon. There we go. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. That can get us up in the air. We are good to go. It's taken us 11 minutes to sort that out, but we are good to go. We're going to go up in the air right now. Or not 11 minutes, actually. It's taken us a few minutes to sort that out. Get some flaps down. Ooh. This plane is a little bit... There we go. Alright, we're actually on runway 03, so we're going to have to turn us around. Oh, this plane is really nice to fly. Alright, so we're going to swing us around right now. And the reason we're swinging around is because there's a no-fly zone. And so we need to be wary of that. So we're going to head around to a heading of 210, which is the opposite runway, essentially. I wonder what other views we have. Good. Flaps up. Looks like we've got some fog. Right, so we're going to head at 210 and we're going to try and climb as high as we possibly can. We're going to be trying to climb up to about, I don't know, 14,500 feet. At the moment we're at, what, 7,500? And we're going to see what we can do from there. I don't know what the ceiling is actually on this aircraft. We may not be able to climb that high. And that's just to avoid a no-fly zone. That's just north of the airport. And then we'll be able to fly over the Grand Canyon, take a look around, and, you know, really enjoy everything. Let's get ourselves some correction on the rudder. So the new lighting effects. That's a big thing. That's not working brilliantly on the rudder, but that's okay. And let's have a look outside. It's a much more realistic lighting setup, that is. I mean, that looks far more realistic. I can tell you that already. Yeah, I can tell you that already. That looks far more realistic. This plane is crazily responsive. I like it. I really like it. I wonder how to switch the autopilot on in this. Right, I've got a feeling we can't go any higher than this. Oh no, wait a minute. I've correctly leaned the engine now. We've got some power back. There we go. Looking good. In fact, this plane's quite simple to fly. Right, so what I'm going to do now is, as the sun comes up, we're going to swing over. I think this is going to be a decent height, actually. Yeah, I think this is going to be a decent height. This is what, 10,000 feet? I think. Why is that not? Still looks like I haven't got any rudder trim on this. That's okay. Alright, let's swing ourselves around very gently, because this plane is incredibly agile. I like this plane. I've never flown it before. I do like it. Oh, we got a little bit of stutter. But here we go. We'll swing it around now to a heading of... lean the engine a bit more. We're going for a heading of, let's see. Oh look, there's the canyons right ahead of us, so we'll just head in that general direction. I was thinking we'll go at 1-0, but 0-1-0 is what I was thinking. That's okay though, we'll go this way. Oh, a little bit more stutter. There we go. I know where we'll head. 3-3-0 looks like a good bet. And look at that, that's the Grand Canyon ahead of us, and we're going to be going into that at some point. In this episode we're just going to fly over it, of course, at this height. Wonderful. Give ourselves some correct trim. Give ourselves some aileron trim actually. There we go. We've actually got this plane trimmed quite nicely. Doing a good 140 knots now. So we keep going up and down, but we're getting there, we're getting there. I think it's just got to stabilize. Let's have another look outside. So that's the Grand Canyon. And we'll go down into that like I said. But first we want to fly over. It's quite well trimmed actually. Not losing power. Want to throttle back just a little bit. So this new lighting engine, what do I think so far on this first video that I've made with the new lighting engine? I think it's a lot better than the other one. It's a lot better than what we originally had. This feels a lot more realistic now, and that's the reason I actually picked Dawn for this. The reason I picked Dawn was because I wanted to make sure that I get to experience this as the sun rises. I get to experience the the changing of the colours, the actual sunrise, and that was something that I thought, you know what, I'll have to experience to actually get a good feel for what this is doing. I love this though. I'm flying hands off. I'm actually hands off flying at the moment. I'm just doing minor adjustments to the trim for the aileron, and that's about it. Just to sort the plane out in flying in a straight line. I'm basically countering the torque steer, the P factor, whatever you call it, the prop torque. So if you don't know what the prop torque is because the propeller is spinning in a certain direction, the engine is firing in a certain direction, the piston. It pulls. I think the pistons really don't matter so much because they're 5 cylinders, but they're in a configuration that's sort of centrifugal. So it evens out the forces because it's around a cylinder in a sense. But the propeller obviously spins in a certain direction, and because it spins in a certain direction, it means that there is torque in that direction. So you feel, especially when you put full power on the runway, you'll immediately feel the plane start to pull in a certain direction. And you can see it here that the plane does want to pull in a certain direction. But I think I've managed to get this fairly well done now. In fact, we're not climbing, we're not dropping. We're climbing ever so slightly, but what will happen is that the climb will even out, you see. So we'll climb a bit, and then, in fact, you know what, let me just drop the power just another smidge. There we go. So it's just naturally going to come down. Let's have a look around. So the texturing here is a bit blocky. So maybe they need to have a look at that. But it looks like it's popping in now. So maybe it's just taking a while to load, which means that it's just a little bit... It's just taking a while to load, that's all. Oh, look at that! Now, that genuinely looks like something I want to fly into. Unfortunately, that's one of the no-fly zones. We can't actually fly into that. What we are going to be doing is we are going to fly into one of the canyons, though. But not in this episode. This is just to see it from above. Once it lightens up, then we'll dip into the actual canyon. And if you want to know how I got this information about the no-fly zones and everything, and what I set up and the way I wrote things down, if you support me on Patreon, the higher tiers actually get access to that. I'm going to start doing behind-the-scenes videos, maybe some vlogs showing the development of my channel, the development of the videos, you know, editing, whatever it is. I'll start showing all that off. Maybe even the way I do reviews and stuff like that. So do support me on Patreon there. And if you want to see the outtakes, so basically just what happened just before the video, with the loading and the setup and everything and whatever I did, do support me. In, I think $5 and $5 a month is the band that gives you access to all the outtakes as well. And there will be more and more outtakes, particularly in, you know, depending on what game there is, there will be more and more outtakes. Now, if I remember correctly, oh look, that looks beautiful. That really does. And you know what? The new lighting, that is actually pretty realistic. I wonder why it does that. That is pretty realistic in that. That really does look great, though. It's the Grand Canyon right there. And it's a shame that we can't really get the textures loading better. This has been a problem with Flight Simulator for a very, very long time. We can never get the textures loading in better. But it's something we just have to deal with. Straighten the plane out just a smidge. What's all this down here? Let's find out. It says I'm flying hands off here. Ah, that's rudder trim and all of that. Okay. I think that's the trim. So that's how I'm getting the plane to fly straight for now. Okay. So as you can see, that's essentially at 0. I've managed to trim this really quite well. I'm happy with myself on that. I'm really happy with that. I've got the speed doing, you know, 145 knots. Nothing climbing, no climb, no drop. Flying essentially straight. I'm actually quite happy. Very, very happy with that. And that's where the airport is, 21 miles away from us. Right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to end this episode here, because that looks great. And in the next episode, we're going to dive into one of these canyons. So it's going to pick up right after this episode, and I'm going to find a canyon to dive into. So I'm probably going to take a bank to the left. There's a canyon not too far from the airport called Marble Canyon. So I'm going to see if I can find my way to that in the next episode and get myself in. Thank you very much for watching. Please remember to hit the like button if you like this video. Subscribe to the channel for more videos on Flight Sim World. Leave a comment in the comments box below. Let me know what you think of Flight Sim World so far and Community Update 3. I'm very, very impressed with the lighting. I am happy about the lighting there. They've done a good job. Well done. Well done, Dovetail Games. You've still got a ways to go. You've still definitely got a ways to go, but the lighting so far, you've done a really, really good job. So that it looks so much better. It looks more realistic. It's like the ambient light, or the light that's coming from the sun, it seems to be lighting up the ground a lot better than it was before. So, you know, that's something that you should be quite proud of there. Right. Runway 21 is the runway of the airport. So if I fly at 070, we should be on a course for Marble Canyon now. Yeah, we should be on a course for Marble Canyon. Right. Last but not least, like I said, do support me on Patreon. Link to that is in the description box below. You'll start seeing behind the scenes footage. You'll start seeing outtakes. You'll start seeing posts. You'll be able to comment on the games that I do. I'll have a Discord channel being set up. We'll be able to talk on there. You'll be able to know what I'm doing way before I do it. You know, I'll be planning these things days in advance, weeks in advance. You'll get all the footage, the extra footage, the bits and bobs, the knowledge, whatever it is. You'll have all of that available if you support me on Patreon. So, you know, if you already support me on Patreon, thank you very much. And if you haven't, do check out the link in the description box below. I'll see you guys in the next episode, where we're going to dive into the Marble Canyon and hopefully not crash. I'll see you then.